Hi artists, it's Miss Lori and I'm happy to see you back in our virtual art studio. We've been studying collage in so many different ways. We made separate shape collages. We studied how to make shapes touch and have negative shapes that pop out in our touching shape collages. We learned how to overlap shapes in our animal collages. And now we're going to do something different. We're going to learn how to juxtapose or combine images. Sometimes when we combine two images, we get an image that looks very different than the two separate things it's made of.
Hold on, you said the word image. How is an image different from the shapes we've been working with?
We've been making pictures out of shapes made out of color paper. Today, we're not just cutting out a shape from paper, we're cutting a picture of something out. Then we'll combine that picture with another picture. We'll juxtapose the two pictures to make a new image.
What was that word?
Juxtapose is when you put two things together and they become something different. It's combining things, like earphones and a drawing of a fly.
How did you say it?
Let's clap it together.
Juxtapose. Juxtapose.
Isn't it fun to learn new words? I think for lunch I'm going to juxtapose my peanut butter with jelly for an interesting sandwich. Let's look at some artists whose work depends on juxtapositions to make it meaningful. We already looked at artist Hannah Husch's work, but we didn't see this one yet. Look at it carefully. Can you see that she's imposed an eye and a mouth on the sun? She's juxtaposed these items with the sun. In this collage, she's juxtaposed a heart, a coat, and eyes. It might look like a person, but there's something strange about it too. You can make very surprising images with juxtapositions. Look at this picture of a cat and a building. What is so strange about the juxtaposition or the combining of the image of the cat and the building? If you said the cat is so huge compared to the building, you'd be right. That makes it look very strange. And look at that tiny person looking at the cat. Deborah Roberts is an artist who works in collage. Look at the way she's juxtaposed a different hand onto this young girl. She has made it larger than it would look in real life. It is also a symbol of power. How does this juxtaposition make you feel about the girl? Now we're going to begin making collages using juxtapositions. You'll need some old magazines or newspapers or things that have pictures that you can cut out, some glue or a glue stick, a background piece of paper, and scissors if you have them. If you don't, you can always tear. Remember, your thumb goes in the smaller circular part, and your thumbnail needs to face up to the ceiling while you're cutting. Start by cutting out images that you think animals, might be interesting food, to use. People. Just find some large, interesting pictures to use. If you have a printer and are thinking of something specific, like a whale, you can print it out and cut that up. Get your magazines out. Choose some pictures of things that you want to cut out and get to work. Happy cutting. Cut a bunch of things out. Look, I cut that building out. Now I'm going to cut out some more things. I cut a lot of things out. Now it's time to play with them. It's kind of making a face. This is fun. What else can I make? After you've done a few, you can choose one to glue down. So that's what we're doing. We're finding some newspapers or magazines or old calendars and cutting out bigger images that we think are interesting. Then we're going to play with the placement to make something new. You can start by juxtaposing just 2 pictures, or you can do a picture using more, like I did here. Remember to upload it to your Google Classroom file, and you can also post it to your Padlet for fun.